First, I will just want to have a quick introduction of you that who were have joined. So you can just quickly tell about yourself, what you know, and what you are and what you're doing, and then we will continue. So first of all, before listening from you, let me tell my experience no, by myself. So I am Anuj, and I have 13 years of experience and specialized in cybersecurity. And more of my cybersecurity job is on the network security. So very good on the firewalls, either it is Palo Alto, FortiGate, Cisco FMC, or it could be Checkpoint. So all four firewalls I have worked on till now. So I have very rich experience, and because my background was in core networking, so I have like knowledge on the networking as well. So that's why I have good in the network security. But recently, I have also worked on the SOC as well as our threat hunting and our recently that we are keep on doing that IAM. So all of things like RAM right now, I'm just doing it on the cybersecurity part. Yeah, but the major responsibility I have that is on the network security part. So yeah, whoever can speak, they can tell about themselves, and then we will proceed. Anyone can, they can unmute themselves and they can speak. Should I take someone's name? Okay, Hari, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Anas. My name is Hariram, and I have 7 years experience in the ISP and the networking domain. But
Nice.
I have experience in the routing and switching, but not that much. And
Okay.
now I'm working as a IT sector, so um, like the generally routing and switching we used. So I decided to learn the Palo Alto.
Yeah, it's good. Basically, it's a good start. Yeah. So you have some background in networking, so you're in the good one, good
Yes,
direction.
yeah, thanks.
Right. Anyone else? Next one we have HP. If you want to speak,
Yeah, hi guys.
right.
So my name is Fabian. I'm from Djibouti.
Mhm.
I'm IT networking. I'm doing networking,
Mhm.
switching and routing, and I'm also certified with Cisco and FortiGate.
Okay.
So now just want to know more about Palo Alto. Thank
Nice,
you.
nice. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Good. Now we have Joseph. You want to speak? No. Okay. Rahul.
Sir, my name is Rahul Pamishra. I have 6 years experience. I have my background. I have completed my graduation BE Bachelor of Engineering in electronics. I have 6 years experience, but I'm engineer as it is. I don't work
Awesome.
engineer, but I want to learn in network engineer, sir. IT fields. I want to go now IT fields. I want to more. I want to improve my skills.
Okay. Nice. Perfect. So now we have little bit background, and I think most of you have IT as well as the networking background. So like we are in the good shape, and I think we like because whenever we are starting this Palo Alto or any of the network security field, it is very essential that you should have knowledge on the networking perspective, because if you don't know the networking, it is going to be tough for you to do the configuration and understanding of the firewalls. So that is why it is very important that you have some networking background. So like I'm quite, you know, in the good condition that most of you like have the networking background. So whoever is not having, so what I have currently my pen is not working. I will have to write by myself rather than writing on the pen. So what I will do, I will open a notepad and I can, or I will open MS Pen. I think something it was working fine before a few minutes, but all of a sudden something has gone wrong with it. So I will be writing here whatever is required. So very first, like we have a requirement for the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so whenever we talk about the Palo Alto Firewall, the very first important part that we need, that is the essential is networking, basic networking, I would say. Okay, so here I have to add L, and this one I will make a little bit smaller in size. Okay, that's fine, let it be. Next thing that you have, so you all have that much of like networking requirement. Okay, another part whenever you are starting, like because you have networking and you are switching into the security, so you should have like mindset of the security, like feel like you are a person and who is uh, want to really secure the perimeter. Okay, so whenever we talk about our firewalls, they all are about the like main gate. So let's suppose you have a territory here. Okay, this is your territory. Okay, and inside that one you have the multiple people residing, right? So we have
Yeah, hi Rahul. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi Heaven. I
How are
think
you?
might be he has connection issue.
Network
So
problem, yes.
this,
Mm,
yeah, so we will wait for
no, it's okay. We will wait. No problem.
yeah. So how many experience do you have in
So in
networking
network,
sector?
I have like 8 years now.
8 years. Okay.
Yes. So I have also started
Mm-hmm.
FortiGate. Now it's like 2 years now with FortiGate.
Okay, but the firewall is a Palo Alto is cover the entire market. So
Yes, yes.
we are good to learn in firewall. Mhm.
Normally
FortiGate,
in
I think
Africa,
the second position, but we need to learn the firewall, Palo Alto.
yes, because they are using more in Africa.
Yeah, yeah. Every company, every company is using Palo Alto. Also the FortiGate is also using, but I think the firewall, Palo Alto is the most company they are using.
It's the most popular.
Yeah,
I'm
most power. Yeah, I told you, na, actually Palo Alto is cover the entire entire market actually.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So which technology are you working like the you told like the routing and switching, right?
So normally, my company is not such
Mm-hmm.
big. It's not
Okay.
big,
Mm-hmm.
but I have like 50 users which I
Yeah.
manage.
Now
So
Anusar has come. So yeah.
Oh, sorry guys. Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's no issue, sir. I thought that your connection has lost, so that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
Thank
So yeah, whoever is speaking, they can continue. Yeah. I don't want to interrupt.
you. But no, sir.
it was
Actually, it's
just
just
some,
general
yes,
discussion.
general, yes, discussion.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So actually, my connection was interrupted. So I will just little bit to set up things, and then I will reshare my screen. Okay. So I will rewrite the heading first, and then I'll start. Okay. So I was talking about that whenever we have one perimeter, let's say our usual, like you can consider this as like your small area, your town, or if you're just thinking of your organization, you can think of like this is your organization. Okay. You can give any name. For example, you're working for Facebook. Okay. So this organization is Facebook. And inside the Facebook, obviously, you might be having the multiple users. Users means our computers. They will be sitting here and there. They might be connected via the LAN. They might be connected via Wi-Fi, or we can also have some servers there, right? So, for example, this symbol I am using for the servers. So, obviously, like Facebook is a very big organization. They have their own servers. They could be data centers, connectivity. There could be like the uh, devices which are only for the internal use but not shared to the public. So these can all the devices could be there. Now it's your responsibility. You are the security architect. It's your responsibility to secure all them, right? So what are you going to do? You have to deploy a device which restricts this area from the outside world. So this could be your internet. So I will write it here for the clarity. So in the internet, like it's like everything connected there. And obviously, you also need a connectivity from the internet. So you have connected to the internet, but you don't want to allow everyone from here, right? You cannot allow. That's not permitted that everyone is in the internet. They come to Facebook. I want the limited persons to connect to our organization. So how are we going to do that one? So we need some device, anything which can uh, restrict traffic from here to there. So let's suppose I deployed a device here. This is my firewall. Okay, that's what we call it as a firewall. So I deployed, and where I deployed, I just deployed at the perimeter. Now, whoever wants to go from here to there, right? Let's suppose any machine is there, and if he wants to, if I take the black color, if he wants to, or let's take blue, if he wants to go to the internet, right? So how he will go? He will first comes to the firewall, and then only he will go to the internet. Anything like he wants to access, either any website or any server, right? That if he wants to access for that one, he has to go via the firewall. And in the firewall, I will write the different rules, right? So this firewall is full of the list of rules. List of rules means that whatever I want to allow or deny connections. So for example, we have a machine here. Now let's suppose this one. I take as an IP address of 192. 192.168 dot 1 dot 100. This is the IP address of the machine, right? So I will make it visible clearly. And now this machine wants to connect to the internet. So what I will do, I will create a rule in the firewall that, okay, machine, this computer having an IP address of 192.168.1.100 is allowed to connect to the internet. He is permitted. So now whenever this guy tries to access, according to the firewall rule or the policies, he can connect to the internet. But for the security point of view, I haven't allowed this internet connectivity on the server. Why I don't do that? Because if you are an internet user here, okay, I was just looking for the highlighter, but I think I don't have it here. Okay. So if I want to want to access the internet. So for example, this user is accessing the internet. So he will like very first he will go to the Facebook, right? And then after Facebook, he might go to YouTube. Then he might get some other things. Then he went to some uh, website watching the or playing the games. Okay. In the playing games, he went to some other restricted websites where he should not be visiting. But the people, means are or like who persons are there, they do not like restrained, and they do not stop themselves, and they went to some other sites. Either they were redirected from the YouTube comments or the Facebook post, whatever the reason they are, and they went to any of the restricted sites, or it could be a malicious site. Either they went to the intentionally they visited that, or it was redirected by someone from the Facebook or YouTube or via the email, whatever they have received, and they might have gone to any of these websites. Where what it can be, there can be a malware planted in any of the websites. There is a very good legitimate VLC player there. Okay, VLC player is like very more old, or you might not know. Let's suppose there's a Adobe viewer, right? Acrobat PDF viewer, or you want to play a game. So very good game is, oh yeah, very simple example is like WinRAR people used to download, right? Whenever like you want to unzip something, you have WinRAR and you just search in the Google, or somebody gives you that, you download the WinRAR. So you went to any of these such type of restricted or malicious site, and over there WinRAR was there. You downloaded. What the malicious actor has done, they have planted the malware inside the WinRAR. You don't know that. You went there and you downloaded that WinRAR. You installed on your machine. Now all the controls goes to the that owner. Whoever is that malicious website owner, or whoever they want to. If they want, they can view your information, whatever type of malware it is, the purpose of that malware, whatever the purpose was there, it is doing. Either it was a it want to only collect the data, what you are doing, it want to do the ransomware, it will do whatever you want to do, you can do it. So for these point of view, or because of these reasons, what we do, we usually do not give internet access to the servers for the security perspective. So now what I will do, I will give a restricted access to the internet, right? So here I will write as a restricted internet. Okay. So now these servers, whatever they are, if they are having the restricted internet, obviously they will not be going to the internet, and chances are less that he will download a malware. So I will just write it here, server. Okay, so this is the server who is having the restricted internet. While this is a normal PC, you are connected to who is sitting here, right? So now he is having access to internet. I will write it here. Okay, so here he is having the available internet, and now he can download anything, whatever he wants. That's why we need the rules. So whatever the rules we do, we will write it here on the firewalls that, okay, whatever the IP address of that server will be, let's say we are having the 172.16.2.100. So this is the IP of the server. So this is not allowed to go to the internet. So you understand the concept of the firewall, that why we need the firewall. What is the purpose of that one? We have not talked about the Palo Alto firewall till now. I have just spoken about that. Why we need the firewall and what is the general requirement. Any questions here till now?
All good.
All good. Okay. All right. So now, obviously, I am quite happy with the firewalls. That okay, I need the firewall, but why should I only go to the Palo Alto firewall? Right, there are multiple firewalls in the segment. Why should I only go for the Palo Alto firewall? So there is a like uh, Gartner. Gartner is like very good reputed research firm. What they do, they provide the rating based on the different feedback from the customers, ease of the configuration, value of money. So based on these ratings, they collect information and they provide the rating that which hands where. So what they do, they launch this magic quadrants. Okay. So this was the magic quadrant given by the Gartner. You can see that I have just taken the screenshot from the Gartner, and it was collected on the July 25, 2025. So you can say that here, we have the leaders section, we have the challengers, we have the specific niche players. So the niche players means that which of the vendors, they are very good on the any specific technique of the firewall. So that's what they can be, or they can be from the overall perspective. If we talk about, then we are having the leader section that is always considered whenever if I'm a good organization or a bad organization, whatever we are. So if I going to buy the firewall, I have to invest money. So I will obviously think of, so for example, you are going to learn Palo Alto firewall from me. So why should, obviously you will think of that, why should I learn from Anuj only? I have someone else as well. So you will think that how is teaching, what is the content I'm going to cover, what are the money I have to pay to others, what to him he's taken. So these basic consideration, you take it, and obviously at the end, do I really require it, right? you are doing everything. Anuj is teaching very good. He's taking less money. That is also fine. But do I really am interested? I'm a software developer. Why should I go for the Palo Alto Firewall? I will not go. But if it is required in my direction, I'm the networking guy, I'm working for interested in security, then I should learn in that direction. A developer or the who is very good in the AI or doing the other stuff, they cannot come to the firewall. So these are the things like whenever anyone going to the buy the firewalls, they take the consideration. So always they think of the leaders, like who is the best or good in the industry. So these are the top consideration right now. So you can see that the Fortinet, Palo Alto Networks, and Checkpoint. So here you can see that Fortinet is a little bit higher. It doesn't mean that the Fortinet is like very good on that one, and the Palo Alto is bad or the Checkpoint is bad. So here, whoever is in the leader section, they are almost equivalent. Okay. So, but as of now, I have just little experience. The Fortinet and the Palo Alto are like really good. Okay. And especially, I will just like recommend more to the Palo Alto, like ease of convenience on the configuration and the different perspective. After that one, the Fortinet, and then the Checkpoint is like before a few days, like it was quite good. And it doesn't mean that people are not buying this one, but still people are going for the Checkpoint as well. Plus, because of some complexity of the configuration and how the architecture of the Checkpoint, sometimes people get find the difficulty in the architecture or the connectivity. Obviously, like it's not an easy task that you can't say that the Palo Alto is like easy one, but yeah, little bit complex. And also the configuration that they used to do via the smart console. Like we have to install a client, and from there we have to do all the configuration. Cisco also, like before a few days, it was like Cisco ASA. That was a firewall that they used to handle everything. But now they have made a tie-up with the, like not tie-up, I would say, uh, or you can say, but they have now earlier Snort was there. There was a name as Snort, and that was like IPS engine, okay, intrusion packet detection. Protection system, intrusion protection system, IPS and IDS. So that they have like supported. Earlier it was an open source, but now Cisco said that okay, you are an open source, but I will support you, but I will use you as a professionally. I will be selling that one. So they are supporting Snort, but they are implementing the Cisco. So with that complexity, like addition of that Snort, they have launched a Cisco Firepower. So Cisco Firepower is like a next gen firewall and competing with this Fortinet, Palo Alto, and Checkpoint. But yeah, still like ease of convenience and a little bit is you see that it is in the visionary section. Visionary means that they are thinking good, their direction is good. Yeah, but right now in this currently they are not at the leader section. So maybe after like few years they might go to this section if they are performing well, obviously the conditions. Okay, but yeah, that we have some others specific niche players, they are doing good as well. For example, Huawei, Sonic Wall, Sophos, WatchGuard, S3C, Forcepoint. So these why I have like taken these names because uh, they are also landing somewhere, and it could be the chances that you are working with the Palo Alto and there are some small organization, so they are still using Sonic Wall because they are like comparatively economical. Maybe not all the features, and that organization doesn't require all those features, but here you're going to the Palo Alto is like very costly, but giving all the features. But I'm a small organization. I don't want to spend millions of dollars, right? So I will simply, buy a comparatively less supportive features of the firewall. But yeah, with the lower money, at least I can secure something in the organization. So that's why we have like in the good direction that we are running the Palo Alto firewalls. Any questions or confusions here that why basically we are going or what we're going to do? No questions? Okay, just give me 1 minute. I will just continue. Just a second, guys. I think I got a few messages. Nobody have question, I think?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No,
All
sir,
right.
it's clear.
Okay. Okay. So now I will just talk about that. What are the legacy firewalls and what are the next gen firewall? So if I like here, the firewall was there, right? And whenever I said that I am configuring the rules on the firewalls. So the one option number one, it was that I uh, create a rule based on the IP address. Okay. So it means that I took this IP address 192.168.1.100, and then I check that where that user is going to. Is he going to the Facebook? Then I will pick up the IP address of the Facebook. And then I will create a rule that, okay, source is 192.168.1.100 and the destination is the IP address of the Facebook. And then I tell them that, okay, it is allowed. Based on that one, it will allow it. If I want to block YouTube in the organization, what I will do, I will take an IP address of the YouTube. Okay. So like take the, if I like pick up or like take IP of YouTube, and then I will create a rule to block the YouTube IP. So here you see that whatever I'm doing, I'm playing with just an IP address. Okay. So whenever I'm doing this, I can do it. There's no restriction. But what if I can directly block the URL? This is a second option. Second option means that I simply went to the firewall rule and went to the creation of the rule and say that block youtube.com. Okay. I haven't like converted the IP address of the YouTube to the like YouTube to something else. I simply said that, okay, YouTube, and my firewall is smart enough. It understands that, okay, what is youtube.com, and it blocks it. There is a other, term that is known as the URL filtering. URL filtering means that my firewall gets data that which website is of which type. For example, the Facebook. Facebook is a social media website. If I go to the CNN.com, CNN is a news website. So I can, for example, if I go to any other malicious website, XYZ something, or like there are malicious website, they are categorized. So if there is a malicious website, my firewall will be smart enough. It will identify, okay, this is a malicious, and I can block all the malicious category from the firewall. I do not, I don't have to specifically configure that, okay, allow this, block that, rather than I give it an option under the URL filtering that, okay, all malicious category, whatever is a malicious, you found that a malware there, you just block it. And my firewall blocks that one. quite simple, because if you go in this first criteria, it is very difficult to find that which ever the malware is there, and chances are there that this user unknowingly download the malware. But if you are using the second option, it's hard, but if he will try to download the malware, my firewall will block it. Okay, so another option was there, the malware protection as well. Very first is like that URL filtering, that I will not allow you to go to the malicious website. And second case, that if you are, even if you reach it, it is a new website and not categorized as a malicious website, and you went there and tried to download the malware, then I will block it. I will not allow you to download that malware. That is a malware protection. So these features, whatever these features are there, this is coming under the next generation firewall. Okay. And whenever like we talk about our normal scenarios, whenever like our firewall is playing with the IP addresses, I would say that is our legacy firewall. Okay, this is very light color. Legacy firewall. So this is not like this is example I told for you, like legacy firewall and the next generation firewall, that it works on the IP. But the actual the difference or the technical answer is a firewall which understands the traffic up to, or process the traffic up to layer 4. Layer 4 means that our first layer of the, if we talk about the OSI layer, the very first layer is the physical layer. Next one is the data link layer. Third one is network layer. Fourth is our transport layer. So if it is only processes the packet or understands up to the layer 4, that is the transport layer, then we call it as a legacy firewall. If it is aware of the, or processes the traffic up to the layer 7, then it is known as the next generation firewall. So I will write layer 7. So layer 7 is our application layer. That is known as our next generation firewall. So this is a very, important interview questions, basically for the beginners. Like whenever you say that you have like 3 years of experience or 4 years of experience or 2 years of experience in the firewalls, this is usually asked by the interviewers. Okay, and this is like asked in the very beginning of the interview, not like if you have like 1 hour interview and not after 45 minutes, like just for the warm up type of thing, or they wants to assess yourself, they ask that what is the legacy firewall and next generation firewall, what do you understand? So this setups your direction, they know that okay, uh, which type of level knowledge you have. So if you don't answer that one, they feel that okay, you don't know anything. Okay, so this is a very basic question, and but it is being asked in interviews. Whenever I gave some interviews, it was asked from me as well. Like I think 3 or 4 interviews, I was being asked this question. Yeah, but I gave also like a lot of interviews. Any questions till now? No? Okay. So just give me a minute. I will just grab a glass of water and then I will come back. All right. So we do a lot of talking, only like not theoretical or only to the pain. So now let's take a feel of the firewall, Palo Alto. That how does it look like? So uh, how basically we are going to do the labs. So that's like one of the important thing that we have to understand. So what are we going to do? That I'm using the VMware Workstation Pro for accessing the lab. So this is the VMware Workstation. Okay, I'm that using right now. And here inside the VMware Workstation, I'm using the EVNG. Okay, so EVNG, I think you might be very good. If not, it's like an emulation platform where we can import images and run. Okay, so I start this EVNG now. Okay, so you can log into the EVNG, but it's not essential that you log in. Okay, but it is very important to note down this IP address. You can see that here it is visible as 192.168.30.100. I cannot move that my cursor over there, mouse pointer over there, but you can see here at the in front of this line, you can see here, right? Use this one. So that is the IP address I'm going to use it, 192.168.30.100. So you can also like ping this IP address. So how to set up this lab and all, I will explain you in the upcoming sessions. But I will just show you that you can ping this IP address, and it is very important that you able to ping it. If you cannot ping it from your machine directly, okay. So I have opened my command from my machine, and I'm trying to ping it. Ping 192.168.30.100. So I'm able to ping it. So now I can open this in the browser. So I open my web browser. Okay. I will 192.168.30.100. And it's a good idea to put as an HTTP here, not HTTPS. I'm not okay. So it works on the not secure one. Credentials, the default one are admin and the password is EVE. And I'm still using the default one. I haven't changed them and I can log in it. Okay, so this is quite big one, but we are not going to do the FortiGate firewall. We are going to work on the Palo Alto. So I will pick up any of the Palo Alto, my first lab. Yeah, so this should work fine. So this is the one of the lab that is already created. So I'm just going to show you right now. This is, but not to worry. I will be showing you how to connect and how to add the images, how to set up this lab, how the connectivity will be there. Okay, but this is as a, like basic introduction session. So that's what I'm showing. So here we have like this our Palo Alto firewall. So I will try to start this. Okay, so I start my Palo Alto firewall. So once I start it, the color changes. The very first and important thing. Okay, so I can click it and you can see that what is happening on the firewall. So it will take some times to start it. Okay, so you can see the console view that how it is starting, what it is doing. So meanwhile it is starting, I will my contact information. Okay, so here we are doing the Palo Alto Firewall lab. Okay, and you can contact me. Okay, quite to join live classes, contact. Okay, yeah. So I hope my firewall would have been restarted. Yeah. So just don't rush on it. Okay. Because if you rush on the firewall, it will show you that your credentials are wrong. Okay. I will be typing the correct credentials, but it still says that your credentials are invalid. You have to wait a little bit. It says that do not be in rush. Okay. So that you have to do it, that you can like wait, and then your firewall will show it up. Meanwhile, any questions? Questions? Yeah. Okay. So now you can see that I'm logged onto the firewall. Okay. So you can use the CLI. So for example, so system info. So whenever you say that source system info, it gives you the all detail and whatever the IP address you see here, right? 192.168.30.177, that is the management IP address. So whenever you are seeing the system IP address, only the system information it will tell you. So it's telling the host name, that is like PAVM. So right now we are using the Palo Alto firewall and the virtualized machine, not any of the hardware I'm using, right? So we are using the image of the firewall of the Palo Alto, and that is basically a virtual machine. Okay. And what is the IP address of the management? Right now it is configured 192.168.30.177. So like in the next classes, I will pick up a fresh firewall and I will show you that what is the like factory configuration, how to configure this IP address and all that I will be telling you in the upcoming sessions. And other information, you can see that the MAC address and all, it is there, right? VPN disable. So ultimately, the most important part was our management IP address, because from that IP address only, I'm going to log in the GUI of the firewall, GUI or graphical user interface, like where I can see the things and do the configuration. So for the simplicity, I have also written here the IP address 192.168.168.30.177. So that's the IP address, basically the management IP address of the firewall. Okay, so I will log in the firewall now in the next tab. So if I go HTTPS 192.168.30.177. So it gives little bit warning. So people usually ignore warnings and go ahead. So I will also do that, moving to the unsafe, because I know that this is my machine. Don't do this thing on the internet for the unknown machines. And your favorite yellow colors comes. Okay. So that's how basically the GUI of the Palo Alto looks like. Okay. So magical part, people like Skillet too much, because this, earlier in the version 9 and below, this was not the case. It was something like dark blue type of thing. The color was there. On the version 10, it has been changed to this one. So we are using the version 10.1.0. So I will show you right now. So I will log in here, admin, and admin123 is my password. And don't share my password with anyone, okay? It's secret. Admin123. And here we go. So that's how basically my firewall, basically the Palo Alto firewall looks like. So it gives some of the like basic warnings. So uh, you can enable, you cannot enable, right? Because you need an internet access. So you can remind me, put in as a remind me later. Okay. Now you can see the IP address here. So that is the management IP address. So you can see here on the browser, right? 192.168.30.177. Using that IP only, I have logged in. So that's the management IP address. And you can see some management IP. And this is the model, right? PAVM. So that we were also seeing here on the CLI. You can see the admin PAVM. If I change the host name, which we usually do in any of the organization. We never put it like PAVM, or it is like the 200 series firewall. So we cannot say like PA 200, or it is 3000. So we don't put like a PA 3600, 3600, right? We don't do that. So we put the actual name. So they put it like something nomenclature like PA we used it to identify. For example, you have some routers as well, you have some servers as well. So we put it as a PA. So we know that, okay, looking at the name, okay, this is the Palo Alto. After that, when we put like location wise, for example, your organization has the operations in 5 countries. So we can put it like for the India, it is IN. For Singapore, we put it as a SG. You have office in the USA as well, we put as a US. You have a UK as well, you put as UK as the initials. So if there is a common repository, a common database for all the countries, so looking on the initials, you can come to know that, okay, this, for example, you get an alert, right, in the common monitoring platform that, okay, this firewall has one of the interface down. So looking onto the name itself, like, okay, IN, okay, you find that, okay, this is in India, or you find it in UK, okay, you just see that, okay, the interface down is of the UK. So things are like easy to identify. So that's why we usually change the name of the, oh, sorry, this is the model I'm discussing about, right? This device name should be changed, not the model. Model will always be the same. Sorry for the guys. Okay, model will always remain the same. I'm just talking about the here because both are same. So I just got confused. So we always change the device name, not the model. Okay, and model will always remain same. And UUID is like unique identifier. That's fine. VM ports, we have 2. We have this much of memory. We have licenses. Currently, we have firewall that is without license. Okay. And we have VM capacity tier, KVM supported. And this is the version of our firewall. Okay. So this is the software version 10.10. We call it as a PAN OS. Okay. So our Cisco uses, says as IOS. FortiGate, call it as a 40 OS. So, this is our style. So This is a Palo Alto style. They call it as a PAN OS. So not worry, whatever they are saying, we have to call that. We can't say that, okay, this is like Anuj OS. I can't say that, okay? I have to call that the PAN OS only. And we can also see that uptime. Now, this is very important. Sometimes whatever happens, like, your firewall takes a restart. It took a restart and came back. So in that case, for example, you will see the alerts on your monitoring tool that, okay, we got an alert, and after that, suddenly the firewall, those alerts went. Now you don't have any alerts. In that situation, you can view your uptime that, okay, when it was the uptime. Remaining, you can monitor the management, CPU uses, data plane uses, how many sessions are running. So this simple thing, we can also check the some system logs, whoever is logged in as an admin's configuration logs, if any of the configuration changes has been made, that we can view it here. Okay, we have some other things, like for example, the policies section here. Under the policies, we can create a firewall policy. So that's how basically you create a firewall policy. So whenever I was discussing about the rule here, that I allowed this source IP address 192.168.1.100 to somewhere to the internet, and I have to make a rule on the firewall. So now this is the thing, that the configuration or the list of rules that we have done it here, that you have to do under the policy section. So for example, I have created an allowed website rule. So we can mention that what are the source allowed. I can give here an IP address, that who is allowed 192.168.100, like that. Okay. And here I will define the destination address. I will take an action as a allow or block or deny. You can see that the multiple options are there. So I will explain these once again. This is just like introduction. I just want to walk you through that what are things available. So that's, you can like take an action and then you click on OK. Once you do that one, that rule is created, and accordingly it will work on your firewall. We have some interfaces as well. You can see that under the network section, that whatever the interfaces are connected, and here it needs a little bit of the networking basics, because if you don't know the networking basics, it is hard for you to assign this IP address, which IP to assign. You can see that here we have an option of the sorry, we have option of the our routing protocols as well, like static routes, RIP, OSPF, BGP. So you cannot like be expert on all those, but yeah, the options are there. Your firewall supports all those. So if you know it, it's good. But yeah, I will not be covering all these routing section here. So that's why it is required that you already know it. But even if you don't know all these, we are not going to use it. Our job will be done with the static routes only. So static routes you should know. If you don't know the static routes, you should watch through the recording. So where you can go to the CCNA, you can go to my website, that is a freshdeveloper.online. Okay, this is also my website, and wherever you are logging, that's apmsecurity.com. That's also my website. So both are owned by me. Like, yeah, obviously. Okay. So here you can like click on the login. Usually you can do, and it will redirect you to the your learning portal. Okay, login. Once you log in it, you will be redirected to your wherever you see the courses section and all. So I was talking about the Fresh Developer. Here you can go to the self-learning, and under the self-learning, cyber security, and here I have put our CCNA course. Okay, so if you click on this CCNA, there's a multiple videos. These are available on the YouTube, but yeah, obviously like finding sequence wise is a tough on the YouTube. So all of the like combined or structured section, I have put it here. And okay, don't follow this one. I'm not doing the live session on the Google Meet anyways, so I will remove this section. every Sunday, 4 to 5. No, I'm not doing right now these. Okay. Earlier I used to do, but now not now. So I will remove this part. Otherwise, people may get confused. They will be waiting on the Google Meet link. So ultimately, like you can watch through the network basics, OSI model and all, subnetting, if you know it, that's fine. And here somewhere it will be the static route configuration. So you can watch through the up to the static route routing concept, rip like up to the static IP routing concept. Day 15 till now, I think only required. Other one, if you want, you can do it, but it will not be required here into the our Palo Alto course. In fact, like you can skip some of the parts like spanning tree, bridging loop, and all. So these are not required for us till now. But yeah, packet tracer, just do it. So if you do some packet tracer lab, it will give you confidence that okay, whatever I'm doing, it's good. Okay, so this is like that's what you can do. And once you build up the confidence, then we will go ahead with the Palo Alto firewalls. So obviously, like a very genuine question comes to the mind that okay, what we are going to about this course, right? What we are going to cover and all. You have in the question in the mind, or you don't have?
Yes, I have. So, you are just covering for the static routes, right? And the panorama also you're not cover in this uh,
Uh,
course.
Panorama, yeah,
Mm.
panorama. I'm not going to cover like too details, but yeah, I have image of the panorama, but that unlicensed version. So in case like I do not have a license, so it doesn't allow me to add the firewall in the uh, basically the panorama. But I will just show you a little bit where it was under the topology. So here I remember that I have an image of the panorama. If I you can see that if I add the node as a panorama, I have the Palo Alto panorama images. I will explain you. But because once I start it and keep doing it, because of the license issue, it doesn't allow me to add the devices. So I will show you the concept. How does it look like? What are the options available? But yeah, we cannot go too much deep onto the panorama. We will do the labs as well, but it will be like just an introductory session, I would say, like 1 hour or 1.5 hour. That's it. Like how, because if you have worked or little bit exposure, the GUI of the like web page of the normal firewall, like whatever we see here, and the panorama is almost similar. There's no like change, major change, I would say. Very minute changes, only the panorama tab here at the end we are having. That's it. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So obviously, like I was showing you that what I'm going to cover. Yeah, here it is. So this is the page that you would be having, right? So here I have mentioned in the okay, it should be visible. Let me zoom a little bit. So don't focus on the right side, focus on the left hand side as of now. So this is we are starting on the number first. That is, I think, today. Okay, or not think, but it's clearly today. So and these classes are going to be the weekend classes. So it will be only on the Saturday and Sunday, 8 p.m. IST, where we just started today. Duration of the classes will be 1.5 to 2 hours, like 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on the Sunday, something approximately. And total the duration will be of 30 hours. So if I take like 1.5 hours minimum, okay, so it will be something like I think 20 classes. Okay, so 20 classes means that because we are doing in the weekends, so that will be like around the 10 weekends. So 10 weekends, something corresponds to approximately 2 months. So whatever the complete syllabus that we are going to cover, 30 hours, that will be covered in the 2 months. Okay. And in that one, that the following topics I'm going to cover it. So once you have that link, I think most of you already be having. In case you don't have, I will just post it on the chat. I will just do it right away first before going ahead, so that you can also view parallelly. So meanwhile, what I will do, I will switch off my EVNG because it takes a lot of resources. Okay, yeah. So now you have this page as well. So what I'm going to cover here, that we are going to do our introductions to the firewalls. So that I think I covered today, that what basically we are doing to the firewalls. Okay, about the firewall, Palo Alto firewall, that I will be covering in the next session. Then we are installing the Palo Alto firewall into the EVNG, so that I can take any of the labs, right? Okay, like any of your machine, that labs you have to like install on your own PC. I'm not going to give an access to any of the pages or something. So you should be able to do on your machine. Should be having like configuration should be little bit good side. It should be like at least approximately minimum 8 GB RAM is required on the laptop, and i3 or i5 processor, and corresponding if you are using some other like AMD or Mac. So accordingly, the approximately configuration will be required, because if you go below that one 4 GB or 2 GB RAM, it's not going to work. It's not like that it would not work, but it was like whatever the start of the. No, I started the firewall. It will take like 3 hours to start the firewall. You keep on waiting, and if you do the configuration, you save it, you'll take 30 minutes to save that one. So only the slow response, and you can't work in that environment. Okay, so you should be having that thing, and that I will help you to set up the lab on your machine. I will provide the image of that Palo Alto, and yeah, this whatever the image I will provide, that is a not licensed. Okay, so I cannot provide you license because license is like very costly. Okay, so if you can arrange by yourself, I do not have any problem, and like we can practice on that. You can practice on that one, or if you have an environment in your organization where you have any test lab setup type of thing, you can practice over there. But only difference, like what is the limitation we are having about the lab, like licensed and non-licensed, very limited features. All the configuration we do, like there is no difference or no restrictions that you can't do any configuration. All the configuration you can do, but only the functionality doesn't work for the URL filtering. Okay, the web filtering, I would say. Okay, yeah, URL filtering. So that you can't do here on the but it doesn't work. You can do all the configuration, you can create the rule, create the policies, but Palo Alto doesn't perform. So you can't see that, okay, if you have blocked the uh, or some any XYZ website, and you have created rule, but it will not block it because you do not have the license. But your configuration perspective, you can create a rule that, okay, you have blocked. Only that is the difference. Okay, remaining you can do everything, all the things you can do here on the license. So that's why, because just for the one or two features, paying a lot of money, like 20,000 to 30,000 cost going to the labs, not an I think don't as a wise decision. So even if you want to do, there are like some uh, paid lab providers. You can use that one. So they are taking like 30,000 for 15 days or 1 month. You can practice, but I don't really recommend that one. I never went over there. Okay, but if you had it really interested and you want to go, not a problem. I will help you as well in that scenarios. Next thing that we will be doing some Palo Alto CLI and commands, the basic ones, not everything. Okay, basic ones we will do, and then I will show you that how basically you can get the commands, and what are the that our. Let me connect my charging just a second. So the basic things, okay, and then we will Palo Alto Firewall dashboard. So I think that we have today, we have like gone the walkthrough. So almost similar things are on the dashboard, but we will see the customization of the dashboard. How can we can modify that dashboard? Okay. Niche and working lab. So that's fine. Interfaces and zones, DNS configuration. So you can view it. There's a lot of topics that we have, uh, taking all the names like really tough. Okay. All of them. Like we have our uh, like VPN concept. And here in the VPN, there's a little bit confusions that okay. So here I'm just covering the site-to-site VPN, not the remote access VPN, because setting up the lab for the remote access is like not on a easy one. We cannot set up that lab, so that's why I'm not covering that one. I will not be demonstrating the lab for that one. Remaining other ones, I will be showing the theory. I will explain the theoretical concept first, and then I will explain the doing the labs. Okay, but for the remote access VPN, I will not be doing so. That people used to ask, so that's why you come at the end and you say that okay, sir, you did not cover the remote access VPN. So that's what I'm telling you in the beginning, that that will not be covered. Yeah, the theoretical part, how to do it, that I will explain you and give you a walkthrough that how it can be done. But it will not be easy to set up the lab for that one. Okay, and also the for this configure and verify the virtual system. So VCs, I have mentioned here the configure, but we will not be able to configure because the VM doesn't support the virtual systems. Okay, so here I will just explain you the only the theoretical way to do it possible, because this you have to do on the hardware ones. For example, you have the 3000 series. Over there only it is possible to create the virtual systems. But it isn't like very easy one how to create it. The most important part is what they are and how they function. So that is a more part as the theoretical part. That I will explain you in the very good detail and very good manner, and you will get an easy concept. How to create it is like 2 or 3 steps. That's it. So that we will not be doing. But yeah, the most important part here in the VCs is always that what the is VCs is. And also the important interview questions, that what is the difference between the VCs and the virtual router? It has been asked multiple times, multiple interviews. So that I will, cover now in the details. So that's here I have also written that will help you to set up the lab on your laptop where you can customize the topology and practice up as per your convenience. If you have any queries, feel free to connect on the WhatsApp. You can like go ahead with that one. Okay. So in the price for you can see that it is in the 5997, and like whoever is like not want to pay in the INR, that will be the price will be in the $100. Okay, so that's based on your currency, that once you log in the number, this amount will automatically change to the your corresponding currency wherever you are. So you can accordingly you can proceed to pay. I heard just like very special offer for whoever just want to enroll right now. Okay, they can enroll it right now, and if they do it today within like we have like 20 minutes. uh, yes, recordings will be available. Yeah, I forgot to mention all the recordings will be available in the same portal where you see, watching that join the session. There is a section as a courses. So under the courses, you will get an access. Right now, you do not have access. Who has not enrolled, who has done, they will be able to, they might be showing as a Palo Alto Firewall as a course in their courses section. So that will be visible once you enroll it here. That courses section will be visible. Yeah, and the troubleshooting session. Yeah, so troubleshooting session I will be like taking here after the. I have not mentioned. Okay. Yeah. So the troubleshooting sessions I usually do whenever we have finished the policies section. Okay. How to do find out, because this is a normal scenarios that sir, this is my computer and my computer is not having the internet connectivity. How to fix that one? Or you get an incident raised to the network security team or the security team that I'm not able to connect this server. So how to troubleshoot or find these issues? That is that really issue with the firewall, you need to create the policy or you do not need to create the policy. These troubleshooting I will be covering up along with the whenever we are covering the firewall policy, also for the NAT, because the problem happens for both of them, firewall policy as well as the NAT. So for both the cases, we'll be taking, and we are also see it on the CLI, that how the sessions and all that we have to do it. So that will be covered. Troubleshooting, and I think I have not mentioned it here, but yeah, the troubleshooting will be do. Obviously, we cannot do all the cases of the troubleshooting, but the major ones we will cover it, because troubleshooting, like, problem could be anything, so cannot cover all the problems what you face. But yeah, major or normal ones I will cover it up. Okay. So I was talking about, yeah. So if you global protect available, no, global protect will not be covered. So that's what says there, that remote access, global protect is our remote access VPN. Okay, so that will, I will explain you the theoretical concept, but I will not be configuring the lab for it. Okay, global protect will be not part of it. And yeah, let's forget it. I'm just giving you a good offer, and but I was getting a question from the Vinayak, so I was taking those. Let me see if I have any questions on the YouTube. Okay, you have started working with the P. Okay, and IP image and then install it on the EVNG for free. Is there any registering requirements? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, you can like download the images. Images I have, they are free in my YouTube channel. So who are like want to do it, they can do it. Okay, so you can search in my, you can go to my YouTube channel, that is Flash Developer. Okay, and over there you can search. Okay, so this is, I'm just like live that is going on right now. Okay, so here if you go to, okay, this is old one. Okay, so you can go here on my channel, and if you view the videos, and if you search with the EVE, you will get the two videos. Okay, for the EVE's installation, and the first one is for the like on the local machine if you want to do it. Another one is for the Google Cloud. Okay, so both the options are available. So for example, your the configuration of your laptop is not too good, as I said, like 8 GB or not more than that. Then in that case, you can also use the Google Cloud. So it is valid for 3 months. You can do utilize whatever once you sign up first time, they will give you $300 free credit. You can utilize and set up the lab in the Google Cloud. That will also that is also possible. So both the things are available here in the both sections. There is a like detail mentioned that how to download the images and all. So that you can follow the video, and description and details are mentioned, and that you can do and download the images. So this was a question from the YouTube, so I just picked it up. Okay, and I hope no more question. I will just pick it up. So I was talking about an offer that who was like trying to do it right now. The enrollment, I will give a 10% discount. Okay, so I hope nobody has enrolled till now. Just today. Okay, who registered before, that is fine. That I have already given. So this is only for the today, because still it was valid till today only. So if you enroll it, so I will you give a discount of 10% right away, and the coupon code you can apply it here like this one. You apply coupon as a live 10, it will give you a 10% off. Okay, so you can use this coupon code. I'm just a simple one. You can also type it, and this will be just only valid for, I think, how much? Yeah, 10. Like where the classes was scheduled. So I'll just post it on the chat. You can utilize it. And from the yeah, flow basic and global count. Okay, I will let me post the code, and then I will take these questions. So this is a code you can apply, and you can make the payment. So once you do it, you will obviously get the benefit. And if like tomorrow also you can enroll it, but yeah, you will not get this 10% discount. In that case, you have to pay the complete amount. So if you want to go it, please avail this one. Taking the questions, yeah, flow basics and global counter, yes, these I will cover it. Flow basics, this will be the part of your troubleshooting. We'll do it, and also the packet capture will do it. So first of all, we will learn about the packet capture, and then for the advanced scenarios, we will go for the flow basics and the global counters. That how to read those global counters, that we will take it. Okay. And life of packet of the topic is available here. Yes, I think it should be mentioned, life of packet. No, I haven't written. Yes, life of packet will be covered. So that is a basically a packet flow that I will cover it up. It is covered. Perfect. Any other question? And yeah, like whoever is on the YouTube, I will just share the link there as well. And please quickly, you have like around 24 minutes to do it. Till now, if you have any question, you can ask it.
Wow.
So I think any other question we have?
Yeah, hi, Anusha. Let's suppose that if I missed any classes,
Mhm,
so like this Saturday, most of the I'm working. So
mhm.
if I missed the classes, then you told me the record is available, right?
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
And
Recording will be there.
like if there is any question, then it will be covered for the next day, or you just cover for the next Saturday.
Yeah, next session, like you can cover it. Like you can take the question. So I will just
Okay.
show you here under the course section. Here you can see that this is the that's how you can see that the page has a courses here. Okay, so under the courses you can see there's the multiple. These are like old ones, much like more courses I'm running. So that you can see your course will be there, and the Palo Alto live, and that will be like you can go to the any of the sections. So I'm just, let's suppose I take the example of this CEH ones. So that's how you will see all the recordings. Okay, so this is like chapter one. So yeah, because I have an editorial permission, so it's like different options are there. But for you, you can just simply click it. It will be viewed. You do not see these edit and all options. Okay, so that's how you can view it. Any
Okay.
other question?
Thanks.
Okay,
That
yeah,
all I have question.
cool. Yeah. So I'm here till 15-20 minutes more. You can enroll for it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh yeah, there's one more question that about the daemons. So daemons, like I'm not going to, going into get inside of the daemons. That I will not be covering. And management plane and data plane, that I will cover. That what is the management plane and what is the data plane, that I'm going to cover. That will be covered. That I'll explain you that what are the you know uh, things that they are going on to the data plane. What are the going things are they are going on to the management plane. I see a few of the people have done the enrollment, so that's good. That
And
can also go. Yeah.
I have one question. Like, if my machine is supported for core, so do we need install the EVNG or not? It's
Uh,
compo capable or
four,
not?
4 codes.
Yeah, 4 cores.
Uh, four, I think.
16 GB RAM, but my machine supported only the 4 core.
So not a problem. I think you can like do 3 cores to the EVNG. A major part you can give it to the EVNG, and one you can put it for the machine, because whenever you are running the uh, EVNG, more resources are required for EVNG. So there you can assign, and then we can like you can work. Otherwise, what will happen?
Yeah, right now I'm using the Google GCP, but
Mm.
15 days has gone. So
Okay, okay, yeah. So then only you need a new credit card. That's actually pushing to 3 months.
yes.
Uh, so I think that's more than
I,
sufficient.
I, I have a question. Eh?
Yeah, please.
So I saw here you have shared the amount of payment in Indian
Mhm.
money,
Yeah,
rupees, I think,
yeah,
12,000 something. And when
yeah,
I open this link you shared on the chat,
yeah,
they are like $100, but when you convert this amount of money, it's like $60 or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah. This is because whenever these exchanges are there, and I'm getting the amount that's the equivalent. So that's why for the uh, forex one, the prices are a little bit higher. That it is there. Yeah.
There are some charges. Eh? Okay.
Yes, yes, that I have to pay. So ultimately, at the end, I get the same amount. So that equivalent calculation is there. Yeah.
No, okay.
So I think you will be getting this 10% discount you as well, right? You will be getting $19 after the discount.
So when like I pay today or even because here we are in the weekend, I think it's not to be easy. I think maybe on Monday. That's how I can
Tomorrow,
process
I think
payment.
yeah, tomorrow I think it's stuff like it's only for the valid. It will be like for today, like this. So I think 15 minutes more we have. So for the otherwise, you have to pay complete 101, because it's valid only for the 15
For
minutes more.
today only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 15 minutes, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. At 10 p.m. Yeah.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
right now we have like 9:45 here. So that's why. So
Okay,
you
let
can
me see.
utilize this. Mhm.
Mm. So I will see if I can manage today,
Yeah, please. Yeah.
because
You,
my visa card has an issue, so that's why I wanted to do it
okay,
on
okay,
Monday, but
okay.
I will,
So
I will
if you
try
have
and
like
see.
some issues on there, then you can just message me on WhatsApp. I will see that what I can do. Yeah, because
Okay, okay.
but you can
Mm.
just try if it is working. Because I will say that it will successful. Otherwise, I have to look like enable the this payment this what it called the coupon code and all. So that's going to be quite tough. It may be, it may not be, because sometimes it happens that it is not reapplied or not extended to the date. So
Mm,
this
mm.
problem happens. So I would suggest, otherwise you can message me later. I will just check what it is. But you can apply this one, right? It is showing the less amount for you, right? After applying the code, or it is not.
Okay, okay. Let me try and see.
Yeah, just try. Life 10 is working on. Yeah.
Okay, okay.